In this video, we will discuss the basic terms used in mechanical engineering. So the very first term, that is supercharging. A supercharger is an air compressor that increases the pressure or density of air supplied to an internal combustion engine. This gives each intake cycle of an engine more oxygen, letting it burn more fuel and do more work, thus increasing the power output. So here you can see the supercharger, which is attached to the internal combustion engine. Next term, turbocharging. A turbocharger, known as turbo, is a turbine-driven force induction device that increases an internal combustion engine's power output by forcing extra compressed air into the combustion chamber. Here you can see the turbocharger, and this is the cut section of the turbocharger. Next term, scavenging. Scavenging is the process of replacing the exhaust gases in a cylinder of an internal combustion engine with a fresh air-fuel mixture for the next cycle. If scavenging is incomplete, the remaining exhaust gases can cause improper combustion for the next cycle, leading to reduced power output. Next term, governor. Governor is a device that automatically maintains the rotary speed of an engine or other prime mover within reasonably close limits regardless of the load. A typical governor regulates an engine speed by varying the rate at which the fuel is furnished to it. So here you can see the governor, which is attached to the system. Next is flywheel. A flywheel is a mechanical device that's specifically designed to use the conservation of angular momentum so as to efficiently store rotational energy, a form of kinetic energy proportional to the product of its moment of inertia and square of its rotational speed. So here you can see this is the flywheel which is attached to the system. Now, spark ignition engine. A spark ignition engine, also known as SI engine, is an internal combustion engine, generally a petrol engine, where the combustion process of the air-fuel mixture is ignited by a spark from a spark plug. So this is your SI engine and this is a spark plug. Octane number. An octane rating or octane number is a standard measure of an engine or aviation gasoline capability against compression. The higher the octane number, the more compression the fuel can withstand before detonating. Use of gasoline with lower octane number may lead to the problem of engine knocking. CI engine. A CI engine, also known as compression ignition engine, in which the fuel charge is ignited by the heat of compression. The process of combustion in CI engine is fundamentally different from that in spark ignition engine. In CI engine, air is let into the combustion chamber and compressed to a very high pressure. So this is a CI engine. The fuel is injected with the help of injector. Heat exchanger. A heat exchanger is a system used to transfer the heat between two or more fluids. Heat exchanger are used in both cooling and heating processes. The fluid may be separated by a solid wall to prevent the mixing, or they may be in direct contact. So this is nothing but the heat exchanger. Conduction. Conduction is the process by which heat energy is transmitted through collision between the neighboring atom or molecules. Conduction occurs more readily in solid and liquids, where the particles are closer together, than in gases where the particles are further apart. So with this diagram, you can understand the conduction. Next, convection. Convection is the process of heat transfer by the bulk movement of molecules within the fluid, such as gases and liquids. The initial heat transfer between the object and the fluid takes place through conduction, but the bulk heat transfer happens due to the motion of fluid. So here you can see the water boils due to the conduction. The heat transfer from the burner to the fluid from the pot, that is through conduction only, And the radiation, that is nothing but the heat is transferred through electromagnetic waves. The heat transfer within the fluid due to the convection. Next is radiation. Heat transfer by thermal radiation is a transfer of heat by electromagnetic waves. It is different from conduction and convection as it requires no matter or medium to be present. Therefore, radiation mode of heat transfer dominates over convection at high temperature level as in fire. So here you can see this is nothing but the radiation. This is conduction because the heat is transferred from this pot to its handle, and the convection is nothing but the heat transfer within the fluid due to the movement of molecules. Next, thermal conductivity. Thermal conductivity refers to the ability of a given material to conduct or transfer heat. It is denoted by the symbol K, but can also denoted by lambda. The reciprocal of this quantity is known as thermal resistivity. Material with high thermal conductivity are used in heat sinks, whereas material with low values of thermal conductivity are used as a thermal insulator. Next, black body. A black body is an idealized physical body that absorbs all incident electromagnetic radiation, regardless of frequency or angle of incidence. The name black body is given because it absorbs all the colors of light. A black body also emits black body radiations. Next term, refrigeration. The term refrigeration means cooling a space, substance or a system to lower and or maintain its temperature below the ambient one. In other words, refrigeration is a artificial cooling. Energy in form of heat is removed from a low temperature reservoir and transferred to a high temperature reservoir. Next term, radiators. Radiators are the heat exchanger used to transfer thermal energy from one medium to another for the purpose of cooling and heating. The majority of radiators are constructed to function in car, building and electronics. So here you can see the radiator. Next term, humidification. The process in which moisture or water vapor or humidity is added to the air without changing its dry bulb temperature is called as humidification process. So the dry bulb temperature should not be changed. Dehumidification. The process in which the moisture or water vapor or the humidity is removed from the air, keeping its dry bulb temperature constant, is called as dehumidification. Next term, gear train. A gear train is a mechanical system formed by mounting gears on a frame so the teeth of gear engage. Gear teeth are designed to ensure the pitch circle of engaging gear roll on each other without slipping, providing a smooth transmission of rotation from one gear to the next. Next, heat treatment. Heat treatment is a group of industrial, thermal and metalworking processes used to alter physical and sometimes chemical properties of a material. Heat treatment technique include annealing, case hardening, precipitation, strengthening, tempering, carburizing, normalizing and quenching. Allowance. The term allowance refers to the difference between the basic dimensions of a mating part. The allowance may be positive or negative. In positive allowance, the shaft size is less than the hole size, and in negative allowance, the shaft size is greater than the hole size. So here you can see the allowance. Tolerance. It is a difference between the upper limit and lower limit. Tolerance zone. It is a zone between the maximum and minimum limit size. So here you can see the tolerance. So here the upper limit is 25.2, lower limit is 24.8. So the tolerance become 0.4 mm. So it is a difference between upper limit and lower limit. Clearance. The dimension of the hole and the shaft are such that always clearance or gap exists between the hole and shaft, called as clearance fit. So here you can see the clearance, the minimum clearance and the maximum clearance. So the difference between the maximum dimension of the hole and minimum dimension of the shaft, that is known as maximum clearance, and the difference between minimum dimension of the hole and maximum dimension of the shaft is known as minimum clearance. Next point, stiffness. Stiffness is an extent to which an object resists deformation in response to an applied force. So here you can see the spring. It is applied by the force due to which it deform by delta. So the K, that is stiffness, equal to force divided by deformation. That means force required for unit deflection. Now toughness, next term. In material science and metallurgy, toughness is the ability of a material to absorb energy and plastically deform without fracturing. One definition of material toughness is the amount of energy per unit volume that a material can absorb before rupturing. So here you can see the area under stress strain curve, that is nothing but toughness. Fatigue. In material science, fatigue is the initiation and propagation of cracks in a material due to cyclic loading. Once a fatigue crack has initiated, it grows a small amount with each loading cycle, typically producing striation on some parts of the fracture surface. Next term, machine tool. A machine tool is a machine for handling or machining metal or metal rigid materials, usually by cutting, boring, grinding, shearing, or other form of deformation. All machine tools have some means of constraining the workpiece and provide a guided movement of the parts of the machine. So lathe, milling, drilling machines are the common examples of machine tool. Cutting tool. A cutting tool or cutter is any tool that is used to remove some material from the workpiece by means of shear deformation. Cutting may be accomplished by a single point or multi-point tool. Milling and drilling tools are often multi-point tools. So here you can see the various types of cutting tool. Machining. Machining is a process in which a material is cut into a desired final shape and size by a controlled material removal process. Grinding. Grinding is a machining process that's used to remove the material from a workpiece via grinding wheel. As the grinding wheel turns, it cuts the material off the workpiece while creating a smooth surface texture in the process. Fixture. A fixture is a work holding device or support device used in manufacturing industry. Fixtures are used to securely locate, support the work, ensuring that all part produced using the fixture will maintain conformity and interchangeability. Casting. Casting is a manufacturing process in which a liquid material is usually poured into the mold, which contain a hollow cavity of the desired shape, and then allowed to solidify. The solidified part is also known as casting, which is injected or broken out of the mold to complete the process. Forging. Forging is a manufacturing process involving the shape of metal using localized compressive forces. The blows are delivered with a hammer or die. Forging is often classified according to the temperature at which it is performed. The different types are cold forging, warm forging, hot forging. The last term, that is blanking. Blanking is a metal fabrication process during which a metal workpiece is removed from the primary metal strip or sheet when it is punched. The material that is removed is the new metal workpiece or blank. So here you can see the blanking process. So the entire process is known as blanking, whereas this product is known as blank. This is known as punch, which is used for the punching or blanking process. So these are few common terms which are used in mechanical engineering. Thank you so much.